So the premise of the one shot is you have reached a generic dungeon known as the Ashen Ossuary, and yeah, that's about it. So you just kind of walk in, and your characters are on the map. I just need to put you guys on the map. There we go. All right. Can you guys see your tokens?
I don't think so.
See if you have. Let's see, dynamic lighting. Do that mode off. Settings close. I don't think either one. Okay, actually, Errol. Errol, I think, is human, so he might not be able to see. So I'll give you a torch. Okay. I just need to give. Okay, I see what the problem is. Let's see. Vision on. Night vision. You're a half elf, so you get 60 feet of red infravision. And save settings. Okay. Update default token. And then, um, Errol, you have. I'll give you a torch. Let's see. It's in miscellaneous tokens and lighting. Nope, not lighting effects. Light sources. Torch. So you can click and drag this torch with your character. I'll put it below your character so you can see. So your light radius is 15 feet with that torch, and then Melonwin, he has infravision of 60 feet, so he's going to be able to see pretty far compared to Errol. But Errol will say that you have more torches, so you can like throw them as you need to, and light up a room during um, an encounter. The range for throwing torches though is going to be like 246, I think. So a maximum of what 30 feet is 6 squares. The way this grid works is it is, I think, each of those big squares is
Can't see any.
oh, you can't see anything yet. All right. Let's see. How about now?
Now I can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Um, so first we need a time of day. We'll say that it's like 12 noon on August the 1st. And the time will count down 1 minute per round. And then I'll put you both on the turn order tracker so we can see who has the first turn. So initiative, medium base speed. And so the way turns go is each of you will get like about 60 seconds to describe your actions and move.
Crazy background noise.
Yeah, you can actually mute it if you go into your settings tab, the My Settings tab, and then go to audio and video. There's a volume slider, And if you slide it all the way to the left, it'll turn it off. Did you find it? Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to sort the tracker real quick. Did you turn it all the way down? So you've entered this scary dungeon called Ashen Ossuary. The time is 12 noon, so the sun is shining brightly into the door behind you. Lighting effects, daylight outside. And illuminates this room. I guess Melonwind has preemptively lit a torch, even though the room is slightly lit. It was like a staircase leading down into this area. The floor ahead of you, you can see, has several puddles from what appears to be natural rainfall. The room is kind of circular. It looks like it's held up at the edges by these pillars on either side. And in the center is a creepy looking statue of a warrior. First up is Melonwind. So during your turns in exploration phase, you can move up to 24 squares. I think both of you have a movement rate of 12. So you can move double your, number of movement rate in squares, and perform one action, like casting a spell or something like that. But first up is Melonwind. So you are the half-elf cleric mage, and you've descended in here with your friend Errol Flynn. And so what do you do?
Oh,
Melonwind.
we can
That's
see that far anyway.
yeah.
I'll move. I'll take my torch forward.
You're Errol Flynn, but that's okay. We can reverse the turns. So, as you move in, you can see the daylight kind of fades at about this point. There is an ascent of just a few feet on these naturally formed stairs made of the same stone as the walls of the cave.
Nothing moving, living, active that we need to be concerned about.
The only thing you can see that's moving is like the pools of water. They're kind of producing this like wavy water pool effect, I guess. Looks like this, and this. And it's
Let's avoid those.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's go over to near the statue and we'll stay on this.
So in passing, you see that the statue bears no plates or inscriptions. It's just merely a statue of some kind of warrior. Looks kind of dwarfy. He's got a long beard. He's wearing plate mail, carrying an axe. His proportions are dwarfy, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Okay. So looks like Melonwin kind of moved in, and next up is I guess the end of round, and then Melonwin again.
I wouldn't pee in the puddle.
And Melonwin, you can see a little further into the passage ahead. It looks like there's an ascent of about 5 feet up this somewhat naturally occurring terrace of stairs. And next up is Errol Flynn.
I'll go with Comrade.
And don't forget your torch. So you can see by now the edge of the stairs that Melonwin was able to see a little earlier. You can see that it goes up. Well, you can see a little bit of daylight ahead still, I think. Right here, where your torch radius goes in a little deeper, you can see that there's like a second stair going up. It's about, from what you can see, it's about a 5-foot ascent from where the rainwater rests. You want to pee in the puddle?
No, but I'm just saying the ascent is from the puddle.
Yeah, the ascent is about 5 feet up from the puddle. So the stairs came down into this circular room where there's kind of like pooled rain, and then it goes up again into looks like a natural cave.
How big are, I mean, what's the rise on the steps?
Probably about let's see, 5/3 of a foot on each step. So they are over a foot tall. Yeah.
Okay. Like giant steps.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty big.
Okay.
Anything else for Errol Flynn?
Now I'm just staying with my compatriot.
Okay. End of round, so it's 12:02 now. You guys have spent about 2 minutes kind of looking around in this room. And first up is Melonwin. So Melonwin, you can see a little further into the natural cave. Looks like it might kind of curve around to the left.
Yep.
And Errol Flynn, it's your turn. So as you ascend the stairs, it's kind of a reach. You basically bring your knee, up almost as far as you can in your armor to ascend each step, and you make it about.
Giant step.
They're pretty big. They're about 5/3 of a foot. So that's let's see, 20 inches tall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I moved to there.
Okay. Taking it nice and cautious and slow. End of round. Time now is 12:03. And next up is Melonwin. The half elf. Half elf. I need to take a look at Errol Flynn's race, because I thought he might have been... Yeah, he is human.
Errol Flynn.
You know what? Why don't we get rid of the torch and give you a lantern? I'm going to give you a lantern. So you'll have a better light radius. A level 8 guy would probably have a lantern anyways. Here you go. There's your hooded lantern.
I'll let you know that it curves to the left up here. Like nearly 90-degree turn to the left.
So you should be able to see a lot more now with that lantern.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. You can see, you know, the naturally occurring cave walls. There is somewhat of a descent over here, approaching the wall. Looks like about 5/3 of a foot, so 20 inches deep depression over here. And then just it hits solid wall right there. And then over here, Errol, you can, or sorry, not Errol, but Melonwin, with your infravision, you're able to see what appears to be like a stone pillar over here. And it looks like it has a little like niche cut out of it right here.
Let's go have a look.
Okay, next up is Errol Flynn.
Well, he'll go up to that with his hooded lantern.
All right. So as you approach, you can see that there are several niches carved out of the walls all around you. Not just here, but also here. There's one over here, and I think you can barely see one right here. And inside of these niches, now that you're a little closer, you can see what appears to be human remains. Not like a body that has decomposed, but it looks like a skeleton that has been carefully like stripped of all its flesh, and you know it's nude, not clothed by anything. Some of them have helmets, and each one of them, you note, has some sort of small weapon in the niche, like a short sword or a war hammer or something like that. And some of them, go ahead.
He'll say, come forth, you undead, I'm here for your destruction.
And as you say that, let's see if I can find what? Let's see here. As you say that, one of the piles of remains starts to move and chatter. And it takes the shape of a man. a dead man. And he picks
I'm gonna
up...
throw a holy hand grenade.
Okay. He picks up his weapon, and he looks like this. And then in the other niche to the south, you see the same thing. And here, the other niche you see, and here. And you can hear more in the darkness.
Seeing that I'm a pretty high level paladin, what kind of end? What are they? Hard to tell from your.
Well, they look like the remains of humans. Or perhaps
Zombies?
demi-humans. No, they have no flesh. It's just the bones.
Skeleton? Okay.
Yeah, and each one kind of has some kind of
They're
small
skeletal warriors.
weapon.
Yeah, they're skeletal warriors. Wait till they come into my area of protection. They won't.
Okay. Yeah, they bear their weapons and towards you, and they start chattering their teeth like the skeleton. Have you ever seen Jason and the Argonauts? They're like
Yes.
chattering their teeth. And it appears that they are coming to attack you. So we're now in initiative phase.
Mhm.
So go ahead and click on your token, and then at the top of the screen, there should be a button that says #initiative. And then if you tell me what you want to do, I can let you know what category to pick. If you're just going to use a weapon, go ahead.
Attack. Oh, it says my +1.
I want to, if I need to move in, I would, but basically I think these guys need turning.
So you want to roll for initiative for turning?
So,
Okay.
unless I need to move in and get closer to them.
When you roll initiative for turning, it does take concentration, which means that your movement rate is cut in half. So you can move in up to 6 squares.
Okay.
And then also, when you turn undead, you're only allowed to turn the ones that you can see. So it behooves you to kind of move in so you can maybe see more. And then to roll initiative for that, you just click on the initiative button, and the one that you're going to want to pick is medium base speed. So that's like the generic go-to for any like kind of miscellaneous action for a medium creature,
Okay.
including turning undead. So that's
Okay.
the one that you're going to want. And I'm going to add these guys to the turn order tracker. And control you. And then I just have to roll initiative for each one. And I think I have their correct speed. Yes, I do. Okay. So it's just going to take about 30 seconds for me to roll initiative for all these. Because in second edition, there's an optional initiative system that allows you to have individual initiative, which I really like. So I use individual initiative all the time. Second edition doesn't have any tiebreakers though, So I added a homebrewed tiebreaker to the initiative dice rolls. It's based on 1d100. So anyone rolling, 6, if like 3 or 4 creatures roll 6, they also get a
Yeah.
1d100 tiebreaker. Because I don't like doing actions all simultaneously. It's kind of weird that way for me. It's hard to track.
Okay.
And I'm almost finished. I have 2 more. Okay, 1 more. Done. All right. So time now is 12:03 on August 1st. And first up is one of these skeletons. So another skeleton comes around the corner. Errol Flynn. And he comes at you, and you're able to turn your tokens anytime you want. However, if you turn your back on an enemy token, they get an attack of opportunity against you. So if you want to turn to face this skeleton, you can...
It would have been facing more or less that way.
Yeah. So what you do to turn your token is if you click on your token, there's a little blue stick that's kind of sticking out of your token, and it's got a little blue square at the end. If you click and drag that blue square, you can choose which direction you want to face. So now you're facing towards the left.
Yeah, and
Is that intentional?
oh,
Okay. There you go. Alright, so the skeleton looks like he's wielding some kind of short sword, and he bears it forward to attack you. So it is a melee attack from the same elevation as you. He's not above or below. And he doesn't get... Oh, he gets a -2 to hit you because this particular skeleton...
Evil.
Yeah, this particular skeleton was created by an evil wizard. So its alignment is also an evil alignment, and it gets -2 to hit you because it's inside of your aura. Yep. And then it has no modifier to its damage. Okay, so this attack is towards your full frontal AC with a little turtle symbol next to it. So it hits an armor class of 9, but your AC is -1. So it clang hits your shield with its sword, and then another skeleton comes out of the dark from the south, and it looks like they're probably gonna be ganging up on you. So you can still turn your token as you're getting attacked from a different direction. If you you can threaten both of those tokens if you want, if you face diagonally. And then if you bear your back to an enemy, of course, like I said earlier, you would take an attack of opportunity. And you don't really necessarily have to do that right now. You can face both of them. Yeah, there you go. That seems to be a good way to face. And this one also looks like it has some kind of sword that it rushes at you with and tries to attack you with that -2 to hit because it's inside of your aura. And it's again towards your AC turtle line, which is 7 versus AC -1, so that one misses as well. And again, another one from the darkness comes towards you, Errol Flynn. this time from the south, and it looks like it's got this little spear thing. This one is facing your back. If you wanted to change that to your flank, you could face this guy, and you wouldn't take an attack of opportunity from anyone because your back would be facing towards the right. And that's your shielded flank, because I think your character is right-handed. So let me check your handedness real quick. Make sure you're right-handed. Oh, your handedness isn't recorded. You want it to be right-handed?
I guess so.
Okay. It does give you an advantage in this situation because this is your shielded flank. So your shield actually protects you on this side. So this one is attacking you with some sort of like rusty-headed spear on your shielded flank. So it's a melee attack, same elevation, but with a -2 because of your aura. And a +0 to damage. No adjustment to damage. Your shielded flank is the 1, 2, 3, 4th line down. So shield flank. It's AC 11 versus -1, so that is definitely a miss as well. So there's a clang as it strikes your shield. And next up is you, Aeroflint.
The one that's not on the flank, it's on the flank, but on the non-shield side, I'll whack it.
All right. So go ahead and click on your token, and then at the top of the screen, attack, and then find your sword, and then click on that enemy. And then there's going to be a series of questions. It's a melee attack, so you just hit enter for that. You're on the same elevation as him, so you just hit enter for that. You don't have any bonuses to hit him, so you just hit enter for that. And you don't have any bonuses to damage, so you just hit enter. Enter 4 times, essentially. You could just spam enter and it'll go through.
Yeah, it's not letting me.
Did you click on the skeleton?
My character again. Okay. Back.
And then in chat, did you click on longsword +1?
Yeah, and then it says choose target.
Yep, and then you click on the skeleton. And then you would just spam enter 4 times. And these skeletons have no shields, so they are shieldless. So you hit armor class 2 versus AC 7, which is a hit. But skeletons, they take half damage from slashing weapons. So that 3 damage is cut in half. And because it's a monster, I get to round it down to 1.
Point of damage.
1 damage. Next up is Melonwin.
Okay, I've moved up, and I want to turn undead. I'm not seeing that as an option on the...
Let's see, 1 second.
That's in the attacks.
No, I have a... I'll take care of it. Let's see, doors. So add... show as token action. 1, 2, 3. Turn. Undead. 2, 3. Yeah. See if it works. Turn undead. Yep. Okay, so if you deselect your token and then reselect it, up the top of the screen there should be a button that says turn undead.
Yes, I see it.
Okay. And your
Okay.
priest level is 7.
Yep.
So if you click on the 7th, there you go. And it says Melonwind, the level 7 cleric, 7 mage of Sayanine, attempts to turn undead as level 7. The d20 roll is 18. So you can turn up to specters with that roll of 18. It says 12 undead turn and run if successful. For lines with an asterisk, an additional 7 creatures of this type are turned, and there's no asterisks on here. So you're able to turn 12 of the skeletons that you can see.
Okay, the skeletons, if you also look at it, are destroyed.
Skeletons. Yes, they are. So you can destroy 12 skeletons that you can see. And when I look through your eyes, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you've got this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and I think that one.
This one down here.
So these skeletons they are blasted to bits and bone fragments fly everywhere. Stop looping. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right. Next up is one of the remaining skeletons. So this skeleton moves into view from the south, standing where that one was that tried to strike you with the spear arrow. And he tries to strike you with... Let's see what he's got. Looks like a sword of some kind. Did you want to turn to face him? It's up to you.
There's nobody left. There's nobody left to have an opportunity.
Yeah, if you were to face him, there would be nobody behind you. Okay, and he tries to strike you from your front. Oh, I forgot about the -2 to hit. 1 second. So, rusty weapon. Arrow Flynn. So that's a melee attack, same elevation. -2. And no damage modifier. So he hits AC 14 and your AC is -1. So he clang strikes your shield. And the next one, another one comes out of the darkness from the south. Stepping to the side of this one and tries to strike you with looks like a spear. Okay, melee, same elevation, -2 to hit you, and no damage mod. Ooh, so he actually rolls a natural 20. Hitting you for... It's only 6 damage. Only 6 damage. And... another from the south. And this one... looks like he's got some kind of like scimitar-looking rusty weapon. And he tries to strike you as well from the front. Oh. I almost forgot the -2 again. Rusty weapon. So -2 to hit. And no damage modifier. Okay, 5 versus AC 1, or AC -1. So clang, he just strikes your shield. And another one comes out of the darkness. This time from the left. And comes at you with a, looks like a little rusty dagger. Did you want to keep your, your shieldless flank to him, or you want to? Okay, that was like you faced. Okay, so you change your facing. So he kind of comes at you with this little rusty dagger.
Yep.
Shorter melee, same elevation, and -2 to hit. And same thing, clang just strikes your shield. Alright, now one comes down from the north to here. And that one is one of your rear squares.
Can I do a half move? That shouldn't hurt anybody, and then that way it's only.
Yeah, you can always change your facing, but you can only do actual moves when it's your turn. But yeah, changing your change facing. Okay, so now it is your shieldless flank because your shield's on your left arm, and he comes at you with looks like a sword. Whoops. Rusty weapon, not touch attack. There we go. Shorter melee, same elevation, and -2 to hit. And this is going to be your back AC. Or sorry, your shieldless flank. So that's the exclusion symbol shield flank. So 12 versus AC 0 is a miss. Clang, he just hits your armor. Alright, the next skeleton. This one comes up from the south and kind of looks for a way to get in there. Let's see. 7, 10. Kind of looks for a way to get in there, but doesn't find it. And ends up stopping right there. Looks like he's trying to get around to the north. Okay, and then one last skeleton from the south. So he is also trying to get around. And he actually has enough movement to succeed. So he gets right in there, which is that's actually your front. And he comes at you with this rusty little dagger as well. So shorter melee, same elevation, and -2 to hit. And no damage modifier. Alright, so that's from your front. AC 11 versus -1 is a miss. Clang, he strikes your shield again in the darkness. And that's the end of the round. So now we're in initiative phase again. And then Melonwind, did you want to do the same thing and turn undead?
I mean, if I would still be able to.
Yeah, because you didn't see these guys before, you're able to turn undead on them as well.
Okay, that's what I was assuming, but that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure before I did it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. And then, what did you want to do, Errol?
He's hacking He'll take
longsword. Oh,
Uh,
I forgot to mention. So Errol Flynn is a um, he's not a specialist. Paladins can't specialize. You have to be a single class fighter to specialize. But
Yeah.
he is an expert with the longsword, which at your current level gives you 2 attacks with your longsword per round. So what I need to do is I need to actually give you 2 spots on the turn order tracker.
It means I would have had a second attack against one of the ones that was stated now.
Yeah, so you can take that attack right now because it's the end of the round and you would have had to wait till now to do it anyways. And you can attack any of the ones that you threaten. So those 3 squares in front of you, you threaten those 3 squares. You can turn to threaten different ones, but it looks like anywhere you turn, you're probably going to take at least 1 attack of opportunity. Okay, and then go ahead and click on ping which one you attacked. They are shieldless. Oh wait, no, you missed. Look, yeah, you rolled a 3 because they are shieldless. They have no shields, so we're using the shieldless line.
And then,
And you,
then for the new round, I'll get 2 of them.
yeah, you also get 2 in the new round. Yes. And then in the new round, all you have to do is for one of your attacks, you just add 100 to whatever you roll for your initiative, so that it tracks correctly.
A second roll?
Did you roll? Okay, yeah, you rolled 7.4. So if you go into the turn order tracker and find one of your lines on the tracker, you can click on the actual number and change it. Yeah, so you can change it to 107.4, and it should track correctly that way. All right. All right. So we're ready to begin our second round. So time now is 12:04. You've only been in the dungeon for 4 minutes, and you've already almost destroyed all these skeletons. So first up is actually Melonwin, because you've destroyed enough skeletons. You get ahead of them in the initiative.
Okay. And so I'm going to turn again.
All right. And you rolled a 9. 4 undead are destroyed, so you can pick which 4 you want to blow up.
Just 4.
Yep. It says 4 undead, turn and run if successful. And then you get the skeletons are on the destruction line for you. So that 4 was the 2d6 roll. You get to pick which ones you want to blow up, though.
Oh, okay.
You can pick up to 4.
Let's go with this, with the 3 on the south and the 1 directly in front of Errol.
Okay. So they blast into bone fragments, and they kind of fly everywhere, kind of hit the walls and everything. Next up is Errol Flynn.
Okay, so he's going to whack the one that's directly to the north.
All right. All right. That skeleton is shieldless. So it looks like you rolled a 2. You only hit an AC 10 versus AC 7, so that's a miss. So your sword kind of rubs up against the bones of his skeleton, and that's all for now. Next up is the skeleton you just attacked. So he comes back at you with his like little short sword, rusty little short sword. He has a -2 to hit you because of your aura. And that is. Did you want to turn to face him?
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be. Nobody would be behind you if you did.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, so he hits 6 versus AC -1. It's a miss. So clang, he strikes your shield. And the next one is this one right over here, the one that was trying to get around. So now there's room. He steps up on this this side of you. It looks like you are still facing this one. So it's attacking you from your front for your front AC. That turtle AC. Short of melee, same elevation. -2. And wow, he rolls another natural 20. This time it only does 3 damage though. So that rusty weapon kind of cuts into your flesh, and you take 3 damage. And then the one that has the dagger that's northwest of you comes around with that dagger and tries to stab into you with it. It's your front AC, so it's nothing really to worry about. He'll probably miss you. I think they might have to get natural 20s to hit. Oh, wow. He actually hit a -1. So he comes around, kind of gets around your shield and gets into your chest a little bit, and you take another 3 damage. And then, last but not least, you get your second sword attack.
Yep, I'll whack one of them.
Oh, damn. Again, on the shieldless line, you hit a 5 versus AC 0. So that is a miss. Oh. You rolled again.
Oh, I didn't roll the first.
You don't see the first one?
Okay, now I do.
It's right below where it says skeleton, medium rusty weapon, piercing against Arrow Flynn. And then it says Arrow Flynn, medium longsword +1, slashing. Oh, you attacked yourself. I see. Yeah, you accidentally clicked on yourself. So yeah, that second one is the one we'll take. Arrow Flynn, medium longsword +1, slashing, skeleton, medium creature. So it is shieldless. You hit an AC 6 versus AC 7, which is a hit. And it's 4 slashing damage, so they take half damage from slashing, which gets rounded down to 2. And it looks like that one was already wounded, so you wounded... Oh, was it the one that you wounded before? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you caused a little bit more damage. And it's the end of the round. So now we're in initiative phase again. And so these ones, Melonwin, you wouldn't be able to try to turn again because
Right.
yeah.
Are we supposed to roll initiative each round?
Yes. Yeah, each round. And then, what did you want to do, Melonwin?
I want to move up and hit one of them.
With your mace?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and click on your token. And then at the top where it says hashtag initiative,
Right.
you're going to want to click on there. And then in chat where it says your, I think it's a footman's mace.
Got it.
Oh, wait, no. It's a drop-down menu. That's right. So in the drop-down menu, yeah. You're going to want to select footman's mace and then hit enter a bunch of times. Oh, and I just realized I need to give you an updated HP because you're level 7 cleric and wizard now. So I think you would probably have about 31 HP. I didn't really do the math, but it's kind of arbitrary, but oh well. I don't really have time to roll all the dice right now. Okay. Wow. Exactly 8 on your initiative. So I'm sorting the tracker now. Time now is...
right click on the one I'm attacking or anything?
Only when your turn comes up. So it's 12:05. First up is the skeleton with a dagger. He's going to try to attack Errol Flynn. So attack, rusty weapon, Errol Flynn, and it's your front AC, so not to worry. -2 to hit you as well. So AC 10 versus AC -1 is a miss. Clang! There's a loud report as it strikes your shield. Next up is Melonwin with his mace. And
Do I do it before I select attack or after I select attack?
well, first you select your own token, and then you click attack.
Which I have.
Yep. And then in chat, it should show a list of your different attacks. You're going to want to click on the footman's mace, and then click onto the skeleton. And the skeleton turns slightly so that it threatens both your characters. And there's basically going to be no adjustments to this attack roll, so you can just hit enter repeatedly until the attack goes through. And of course the skeletons are shieldless. You hit AC 5 versus AC 7, which is a hit, and you cause 2 damage. And you notice that the damage is not cut in half. It takes full damage from bludgeoning weapons. So this skeleton takes 2 damage and crumples into a pile of bones. -2. Crumples into a pile of bones. Okay. Next up is Errol Flynn.
I'll hit the one that's directly in front of me, so it's slightly.
The diagonal one with the little dagger thing.
The one that's furthest away from the cleric.
Oh, just straight to the left. Okay. And of course, these guys are shieldless. All right, you managed to roll a confirmed crit.
Oh.
So in Second edition, natural 20s are always crits. But you can also roll a crit on an 18 or a 19 if you beat the enemy's AC by 5 or more. So you rolled a natural 19 and you beat the enemy's AC by like 10 points. So that's a confirmed crit, which means we read off the critical damage line. You cause 17 damage. But, yeah, it's slashing damage, so it takes only half of that, which is 8, but that's enough to kill him. Oh. Oopsie. Alright, next up is... Oh, that skeleton just died. Alright. Let me, So he crumples to a pile of bones.
There's the last arrow, and he'll whack that guy there.
Yes. All right. Again, on the shieldless line, -5 versus AC 7 hits. You cause 6 damage. Cut in half is 3, but that's just enough to kill him. And it cracks and crumples into a pile of bones on the floor.
Well done, brother. We rid ourselves. You did very well in destroying all that.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
All right.
Maybe
So
we should search so that we look for donations for the church.
so after the combat is over,
Oh, looky loo around.
yeah. Next up is Melonwin.
I'm gonna look at the piles of bones. Is there anything of note floating around anywhere, that I can spot, like things that rings, jewelry, anything of that nature? Is it pretty much just bone shards and rusty weapons?
Just bone shards and rusty weapons.
Can I get a heal from you? Declare County, please.
Yeah, sure thing.
So the beauty of healing in 2nd edition is each spell level has a healing spell.
Yep.
There's Cure Light Wounds at 1st level. 2nd level has Cure Moderate Wounds. 3rd level has, I think it's called Repair Injury, but it takes a whole turn to cast it, 10 rounds. So that one's usually not really worth it. There's also Aid, but that one's temporary at level 3. And then level 4, it goes up from there. There's like Cure Serious Wounds, Cure Critical Wounds, and so on and so forth, up to the Heal spell at level 6. And
Well, down 16 points, so I need to get there. What do you got that can heal? 12. I'm down 12 points. Is that a moderate? 88?
I think you can cast up to level 4 spells
Yeah.
at your current level.
Yeah. Seeing it's your moderate.
You have one level 4 pre-spell. Cure Moderate Wounds should be under, if you click on your token and then click on Spells and Powers, and then in chat click on Priest, and then Cure Moderate is level 2.
Okay. Because, yeah, it wasn't in the player's handbook.
There you go. And then where it says damage, cure moderate wounds, you just click on that, and then click on the target of your healing, and it'll roll for you.
And I have another one there. That was only half of it.
I'm just going to advance the tracker 2 rounds while you're healing. So after the second spell, time now is 12:08.
I
Oh,
want to save my
all-
leg
all
on
you-
hands, Richard. If you get dropped, then I can at least bring you back.
Richard, you can just click on that button again in chat, the cure moderate wounds for a second spell. So you don't have to do the whole process again. And so 2 minutes go by as you're healing up your friend Errol Flynn, and it is 12:08 p.m. and first up is Melonwin.
Okay. And so,
Oh, a third spell. Okay, gotcha.
no, I just threw 2.
Okay.
That's all
A
I
cure
need.
moderate and a cure light. Gotcha.
Okay. Let him know that there's passages off to the north and west over here.
Let's go
But
look at the
looking at those
northern-
niches, am I seeing anything that?
Only human skeletal remains or demi-human. Kind of hard to tell.
Okay.
These
a
ones,
couple of minutes.
I mean,
I'll be right
skeletons
back.
normally don't have a whole
Oh.
lot of stuff with them.
yeah. John, did you say you wanted to take a break?
Yeah, just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
I gotta go do something.
Why don't we all take a 3-minute break? Cause I kind of have to use the toilet real quick too,
Okay.
and we can come back in 3 minutes. There we go. Oh, come on. There. All right.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Um, so a couple minutes go by as Melonwin is healing his friend Errol, and first up is Melonwin.
None of these niches had any apparent wealth.
No, they look like you know, uh, it looks like a crypt, kind of. You know,
Yep.
there's little niches, and each one has its own little skeletal remains of human or demi-human.
I'll pick a direction and we'll just start searching.
All right. What did Melonwin want to do, Richard?
Well, I mean, I'm ready to. You want to head north or head west?
Either one, I'm fine. Looks like a lot of area to the west.
Okay.
All right, let's go over on the west and
So, yeah, as you walk in here, it's a little bit more of the same, except in that northern niche. You see oh, come on. Actually, I should say the northern and southern niche. You can see one of these guys. And one of these guys. And they're not really paying attention to what's going on.
Yep.
But in here, let's see. You can see that in the wrappings of those apparently they're mummies. You can see that stashed in their wrappings, they have silver coins, kind of like wrapped up, and some of the edges of the coins are bare, so you can tell that they're silver coins. And then you can tell that some of the silvery looking coins are actually platinum.
Right.
And you can see that they're actually guarding treasure right here. There appears to be a vial of sorts.
Okay.
So it could be like a beaker or jar or something. You're not super sure. It's kind of covered up by some some more human remains, like skeletal human remains. These human remains, however, are not like chattering and taking human form, though. So I'll just put a little token down for the vial there. So it looks like from the top, it looks like this, except smaller. Probably about that big, and it's green glass with like a yellow cork stopper. Errol Flynn, what do you want to do?
They're obviously undead mummies.
Yeah, they are standing up, but it looks like they're just kind of like staring at their feet for
I
now.
moved over to this one and whacked it.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative. Initiative phase.
Advise.
So your second attack.
Did I get a first one?
Yep.
Alright, here's the second one.
Whoops. No, not attacks, but you're rolling initiative for your attacks.
I'll roll up for initiative.
Yep. So I already applied the initiative for that. So time now is 12:09. And let's have a little bit of combat music. Okay, it's 12:09, and first up is Melonwin.
Oh.
All right. Let's see, mummies require 13. Yep. So you didn't quite roll high enough. Next up is the mummy to the south. So this one comes up to you, Melonwin. And I believe you have a shield.
Oh.
And you have the armor spell. Yeah, you have the armor spell. And your armor spell can take up to 13 damage before it goes away. Or you can take up to 13 damage before the armor spell goes away. So this mummy tries to attack you by arm blows. And it seems to have a scabrous touch. Let's see, shoulder melee, same elevation. And okay, no adjustments to hit or damage. And oh no! So your front AC is 3. It seems to roll a confirmed critical hit because it rolled a 19 and hits AC -6, beating your AC by 9 points. So you take 10 damage. And then the scabrous touch infects the victim with a rotting disease, which is fatal in 2 months. For each month the rot progresses, the victim permanently loses 2 points of charisma. So Melonwyn is stricken
That's
with...
the mummy rot.
Say again?
Mummy rot.
Yes, so Melonwyn is stricken with a curse called Mummy Rot. Errol.
Alright, Errol's gonna hack the one in front of him. Original intent. No damage happened. Baboon. Big damage.
Okay. They are shieldless, so 2 versus AC 3 hits, and you cause 5 damage, and mummies can be harmed only by magical weapons which inflict only half damage. All fractions round down. So you cause 5 damage. Cut in half, rounded down would be 2. Next up is your mummy, Errol. It is going to turn to face you and try to strike at you with arm blows and scabrous touch. Or arm blows with a scabrous touch. Okay, this mummy is evil, so it gets a -2 to hit you. Whoops. -2. And no damage modifier. Okay. 0 versus AC -1 is a miss against Errol. Okay, next up is Errol's multiple attack.
Errol.
Yep.
Yep. Same as before. To a bad monster. The name of the Lord will cook your goose.
Okay.
Another 2.
Shield is 3, hits AC 3. 5 damage, cut in half, rounded down is 2. I'm sorry you broke up. What did you say?
I said 2 points a second time.
Yep, 2 points a second time. And we're now in initiative phase again. And Melonwin, when you were stricken by the mummy,
Yes.
you could feel how dry its wrappings are and old. They are so dry that they were kind of like rough against your skin. They seem very susceptible to certain things because of that.
Fire. Go up and just like that. Maybe I can let it borrow my hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, now in this edition, can you move and cast?
So you
Can you
can
cast in melee? I mean, I just need to know.
yeah, you can cast in melee. In this version, there's what's called a 5-foot step that allows you to pivot into any of the 8 squares surrounding your character, and like cast a spell or look around or change facing. And then you have to move right back to where you were. So it kind of extends your reach a little bit when you're using like a touch spell. And you can do that and cast a spell, but only a 5-foot step, and it's not actually movement. You're just kind of pivoting into one of those squares, like leaning almost, and it extends your reach about 5 more feet. And it can incur an attack of opportunity. So, for example, the mummy is threatening you right now. If you were to take a 5-foot step out of its threatened squares, it would get an attack of opportunity against you. So that would mean if you went into this square, or this square, you would be moving out of its threatened area because it threatens this square, and this square right now. That's its threatened area right there. So if you were to move out of that area with a 5-foot step, it would be able to get an attack of opportunity against you. So that being said, what did you want to try to do?
I mean, so it's my turn again.
Well,
I'm going.
no. We're in initiative phase right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think I want to. If I can, I think I'm going to hit it with burning hands.
Okay. So what you would do is click on your token, and then click on spells and powers, and then in chat you're going to want to click on wizard because it's a wizard spell.
Well, I've got to roll initiative, right?
Well, yeah, you're rolling initiative by casting the spell, actually. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So it's token, spells and powers, and then in chat it's wizard, and then level 1, and I think it's an evocation spell. Invocation. So you're gonna want to click on the invocation school, and then find burning hands.
It's actually alteration.
Oh, it's alteration. Okay, so you're gonna want to click on the alteration school, and then click on burning hands, and then just type in 7 because you're a level 7 mage. 7 cleric, 7 mage. Okay. So as you can see, the casting time is 1 segment, and it rolled initiative for you. Your initiative is 6.55. And on your initiative, everything in... Let's see, 1 second. Oh. Burning hands. Maybe it's... Dynamic lights. Spells. Yeah. There we go. So, burning hands. There we go. Okay, so everything... This is... Well, that's not the right size. There we go. Everything that arc touches is going to take 16 fire damage. Alright. So time now is 12:10. First up is Melonwin with his Burning Hand spell. So you burn this mummy. Saving throw is for 1/2, so it gets a saving throw versus spell. And I don't think mummies have magic resistance. No, they don't. Okay, save versus spell. Mummies are... they save as level 7 fighters. So 7 warrior. Or, sorry, level 7 priests, actually. Mummies are supposed to be priests. So level 7 priest. And they're not multi-classed or triple-classed. Alright, this mummy fails its saving throw. The target number was 12 or higher, and he rolled a 6. So he takes 16 fire damage from your burning hands. And normally if it wasn't a one-shot, I would give you 50 experience points for a level 1 wizard spell.
Okay.
Successfully cast. Okay. So next up is a mummy. It is the mummy you just burned. So this mummy is like on fire, and he's going, and he's like kind of waving his arms around, and he reaches out to strike you with arm blows with a scabrous touch. Okay, melee attack, same elevation, and no adjustments. Okay. AC 7 against your turtle AC, which is 3, so that's a miss. So clang, it just clangs against your shield. How much damage did you take before?
I think it was like 10.
Yeah. Okay. So that means your armor spell still has... Oh, wait. Actually, let's recast that. Spells and powers... wizard level 1, I think armor is summoning or conjuration. Yeah, armor, and you're level 7. So your armor spell has 15 points of damage minus the 10 from That attack earlier leaves 5 HP left on your armor spell. Okay. Next up is Errol.
He's whacking.
Whacking away.
Oh, yes, to be like.
Alright, the mummy is shieldless, so you hit AC 7 versus AC 3, so that's a miss. The mummy comes back at you with its arm blows. For a melee attack, same elevation, and a -2 to hit because of your aura. And no damage modifier. AC 2 versus your AC of -1 is a miss, so clang just kind of like strikes your shield. And you get your second attack, Errol.
Same thing. Okay.
Alright, that mummy is shieldless. And again, you hit 5 versus AC 3, missing. Ouch. End of round time now is 12:11, and we're now in initiative phase again. Looks like Errol is attacking with his longsword, and what did you want to do with Melonwin, Richard?
Is Mummy on fire?
It like kind of pats itself out, so it's not on fire anymore. Wait, let me check on that actually. You know what? I think it's supposed to do. It's supposed to take more than that because it was +1 damage per die of damage. So that's your burning hands is what? D3
plus
14.
plus
14. Okay. So it's +1 damage per die from fire, so it's going to take 1 more damage. And I'm pretty sure, let's see, fire. Mummies are vulnerable to fire, even non-magical varieties. A blow with a torch inflicts 1 to 3 points of damage. A flask of burning oil inflicts 1 to 8 points of damage on the first round and hits and 2 to 16 on the second round. Magical fires are +1 damage per die. Vials of holy water inflict 2 to 8 points of damage per direct hit. Okay, so it didn't do 16 damage, it did 17 damage. So I'm going to subtract 1 more because it's 1d3 plus 2 damage per level. And it says a flask of burning oil inflicts 1 to 8 points of damage on the first round, and it hits in 2 to 16 on the second round. So yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, it's on fire. And at the end of this round, it will take another 2d8 damage, and then the fire will be out. Because magical fire is supposed to be stronger or as strong as burning oil. So I'm going to make it do the same thing as burning oil. Another 2d8 damage at the end of the round. But it's at the very end of the round. After all actions are All actions are done.
I was debating whether affect normal fires and making it blaze up into a bonfire, but
You can yeah, you can try that if you want to. Did you want to cast affect normal fires?
because if I can get it burning so that it's like on fire.
Yeah. I think affect normal fires might also be alteration. If you want to cast that. Oh shoot it! Oh man, I did it wrong. 1 second. I can fix that super fast. I don't think I've ever had anyone cast affect normal fires in this entire campaign.
Leave it to Richard.
Hey,
So it looks like
utility spells have utility.
yeah.
And they are to be used with utility.
Yes.
So it looks like there's just 2 extra brackets, or maybe 2 brackets missing on the range.
Okay, so it doesn't
So
really do that.
save changes. Non-magical fires from as small as a torch to reduce in size of brightness.
But it doesn't cause it to burn more. It just increases the illumination. So what I would do then is I would cast Burning Hands again, because I'm trying to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it says
it's not the player's handbook either, so I'm still like, really?
Could you do me a favor? Could you try casting affect normal fires one more time and see if we'll see if it worked this time, because I think I just fixed it. I'm pretty sure I did.
So there you go. Is my actual.
Nice. That time it worked. Yeah, the range, I just needed 2 little brackets. Okay, so your initiative for Burning Hands was 2.18, so I'm just going to change it back to that.
Yeah. Thank you.
2.18. And then, Errol, did you do both your attack lines? Okay, yep. Looks like you did. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Time now is 12:11. And first up is Melonwin with that Burning Hands. It's normal 15, but it's +1 per die, so you do 16, and it gets a saving throw versus spell for half damage. Save spell. It's gonna be pre-7. Not multi-class, not triple-classed. Okay, again he fails and takes the full 16 damage, and that's enough to kill him. So it's like and you like cast Burning Hands, and your Burning Hands blows out like a blowtorch or a flamethrower in a fan in front of you, and catches him on fire even more, like head to toe kind of deal. And all of his wrappings go up in smoke, and he falls to the ground in a burning pile of like burning cotton and bones on the floor.
Great.
Next up is the mummy fighting Errol. So it gets to attack with its...
Fricassee is going to be mummy prize.
Yep. Arm blow, shorter melee, same elevation. -2 to hit because of your aura. And against your turtle AC, it's 5 versus -1, so that's a miss. And you get 2 attacks in a row, Errol.
Absolutely. First one. There's the first one.
Alright, the mummy is shieldless. 10 versus AC 3 is a miss. Now you get your second attack. Man, I haven't seen you roll higher than 10 yet. Actually, I think I saw you roll a 15, but that was in the fight with the skeletons.
I got a crit at one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you rolled a 19. Give me a natural 20. See if you can give me a natural 20 on your second attack. Shieldless 0 versus AC 3. That's a hit. 4 damage. 4 damage, but it's cut in half for 2.
I've 2'd him that many times.
Yep. -2 to hit, or -2 health. Okay, so that's the end of the round, and we're in initiative phase again. And it looks like it's still doing the same thing, just kind of fighting Errol. And what does Melonwin want to do?
Melonwin is going to turn towards fight over there. Fire a magic missile or set of magic missiles at.
All right.
Dumping all the.
Okay, Errol's second attack is going to be on 112.75, and I'm going to sort the tracker now. Time now is 12:12. First up is Melonwin with his magic missiles. The mummy does not have magic resistance, so all these find purchase. So you have 4 missiles. 4, 5, 5, and 3. 5, 10, 14, 17 damage from 4 magic missiles. So these 4 magic missiles fly out from your fingertips, Melonwin, and they zoom by Errol and strike the mummy in the chest 4 times. 5, 10, 14, 17 damage. I think I already... No, I didn't. Okay. -17. So if you hover over the mummy, you should be able to see his green bar. Not the numbers, but the actual green bar. That's basically how fucked up he looks right now. Like maybe a third of his health left or something. Okay, next up is the mummy again. And again attacking Errol. Trying to give him that mummy curse with his arm blows. So shorter melee, same elevation. -2 again. Okay, 2 versus -1 is a miss, and again, Errol gets to strike twice with his longsword. If you want a little bit more excitement, I suggest turning up the volume a little bit, because there's some pretty cool combat tracks playing right now. Current track is called Corruption by Kevin MacLeod. Kevin MacLeod is a music composer, and he composes duty-free music for the internet, basically, and like all kinds of YouTube people use his.
There we go.
There we go. So unfortunately, he's shieldless yet again. 10 versus AC 3 is a miss. You rolled a 2 on the die. Luckily, it wasn't a 1. And your second attack, please. You manage a confirmed crit with a roll of 18 on the die. You beat his AC by 9 points, causing 14 damage, cut in half for 7 damage. Not quite enough to kill him, but you slash through his mummy rags a little bit more, and he's looking all that more fucked up. Alright, end of round. And yep, we're in initiative phase again. And it looks like he's doing the same thing, just trying to pass along the Herpagonosyphilades to Errol. That mummy aids.
I hate to burst this bubble, but paladins are disease, baby.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a magical disease, so unfortunately, paladins aren't immune to that.
I think that one paladin. I think you might still cover me for that one.
No, in the paladin description, it specifically says they're not immune to magical diseases, just the physical ones.
Okay.
Because this is technically a curse.
I could cure myself.
You'd have to have a remove curse spell, which I don't even think paladins can get that. Like maybe at like 29th level, they'd have to be really high level, because I think remove curse is level 4 or 5.
Yeah, I've got remove curse.
Oh, nice.
So we'll be fine.
Yeah.
This thing takes weeks to work.
Yeah, it does. Like it's
We'll be good.
basically outside of the one shot, pretty much. Okay, so Melonwin has got an initiative. Errol's got an initiative, and we're just gonna add 100. Oh, there you go. You're already done. You got it already. Very nice. I think there's an extra plus in there, which I'll get rid of real quick. There we go. Okay. So time now is 12:13, and first up, holy crap, the mummy actually won initiative. Wow. So it is going to attack Errol with its arm blow. It is your turtle AC, so probably not going to hit you. It does get a -2 as well, so that's even worse. I think you have magic field plate and a magic shield, if I'm not mistaken. 0 versus AC, -1 is a miss. Next up is Melonwin.
Okay. I'm just going to move over here and kind of get in position to look at this and be ready to help him if he doesn't take it down this round.
All right. And then
I don't have a magic weapon, so
yeah. You do have the ability to bless your weapon and hit the mummy, though.
yeah.
So, but Errol, you get 2 attacks.
So we just finished it.
Yeah, hopefully you can finish him off. All right, shield. Oh, you rolled a 1. That's the end of the round for you. And for everyone else, we're now in initiative phase. So it looks like he's still fighting Errol. I think Bless lasts for something like it's like 2 rounds per level or something like that. So if you did bless your weapon, it would be like 14 rounds before it wore out, which is in dungeon time. That's a long time. Looks like Errol's attacking with his longsword. And what's Melonwin doing? Melonwin. That's Melonwin, right? Melon. Melon means friend in Quenya, right?
Yeah.
Seek friend and enter.
Yeah. What did you want to do with Melonwin, Richard?
I was just seeing what we could do here. Okay, yeah, I'll cast Bless on my weapon.
All right. So that's going to be, instead of picking Wizard, obviously you'd pick Priest.
Yeah.
And then I haven't split up the level 1 priest spells into into spheres, so it's just a big long list of level 1 priest spells. I'm gonna have to get on that one of these days, and make all those categories for every single spell level of both classes. Just doing it with the wizard level 1 wizard spells took me like 3 hours to complete. It took a long ass time. Let's see. Oh, duration is only 6 rounds. Why is that? Is it? Oh, it's a fixed amount of rounds. I thought it was level dependent. That's weird.
Oh well.
And Purple Worm is still down. Damn it. Okay. So yeah, that'll last for 6 rounds. So I'm gonna basically what I'm gonna do is put a countdown on the turn order tracker for your bless. So it's gonna be Melon, Win, Bless, Footman's Mace, and the counter goes +1 per minute, and it starts at -6. All right. Okay. All right, so time now is 12:14.
Yeah, Shillelagh may have been better.
You can go ahead and switch if you want to Shillelagh.
Okay. You want me to re-roll initiative? Or just...
Yeah, yep. Go ahead and re-roll that, and then I'll delete the Footman's Mace one. I don't remember what level Shillelagh is.
Not showing on this list, although it's in the priest list in the player's handbook.
Yeah, I think it is level 2. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check and see if I have it in the game. Oh, I don't have it. Okay.
Spiritual hammer.
Yeah, that one's in the game. Yeah, spiritual hammer. If you want, you can still use Shillelagh, and you can just tell me what it does.
Well, I'll use spiritual hammer. That's
Okay.
fine. It works.
All right.
But it's actually a +2 weapon.
Yep. At your level, it's +2. Because it's looks like every 6 levels beyond level 1, it goes up by 1 to a maximum of looks like +3. Okay, so
D8 +2. So 1d8 +2. So let me.
oh, you can put the damage on your weapon table.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm
Okay.
in the process of doing that right now.
Okay, so 10.52. You're going to be in between Errol's attacks. So first up is the mummy again. With arm blows for Errol. Shorter melee, same elevation. -2 to hit. And 2 versus AC 1. Misses Errol, clang up against your shield. And next up is Errol's attack with his longsword +1. I think I'm going to need like a 5-minute break at the end of the round. Okay, the mummy is shieldless. You hit a -2, causing 10 damage. Cut in half is enough to kill him. Very nice. 5 damage takes him out. And
5-minute break.
yeah, 5-minute break.
Break.
Whoops.
5 minutes all.
LMO. And I'll just leave the combat music running for now. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
And we're back. Can you guys, are you guys able to keep playing?
What was the question?
Are you guys able to keep playing?
No, I can. It's probably richer. I mean, I'm in Australia. It's 2:30 on Saturday afternoons.
Oh, okay. How are you feeling, Richard?
For a little bit, but
Yeah.
not a whole much longer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, why don't we play for another half an hour? That
Sure.
sound about right, Richard?
Yeah.
Okay, so
This would be a
combat.
great place to hand out some magic items for killing off mummies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Am I seeing something, or am I just seeing something in the artwork? Because it looks like there's like a little goblin that's been driven into the floor here.
can you? Oh. Oh wow. I see that. Yeah, it does look like a goblin. That's funny. Yeah, that's just an anomaly in the artwork.
Okay.
Okay, so Errol just finished off that mummy. So now Malonwin, what do you do?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is look at that jar of that vial, the glowing green vial.
Yeah, it's like a small green glass jar of sorts. Probably weighs
Okay.
about a pound, and it's got a yellow cork stopper in the top, and yeah, it looks like it weighs about a pound.
Okay. I'm going
Big bottle
to,
of anything.
yeah, I guess give it a good look over and see if I can see anything obvious, dangerous about picking it up.
It does say "drink me" on the front.
Oh. Well,
I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
Yeah.
That's,
okay.
yeah.
Well, then I'm not feeling like I need to drink it now, but I am then going to reach down and pick it up.
Okay. You notice that there is also writing on the back of it in the same common tongue language. And if you were to turn it over, you would see that it says 1 potion of extra healing. Contents may include troll's blood, shaved unicorn horn, vampire teeth, or other such non-magical magical item ingredients.
Well, see, that would probably be about right. So I will then. Why not? Let's unstopper it and drink that sucker.
Okay, so a potion of extra healing is what was it? 3d8 plus 3. So go ahead and roll. I'm pretty sure it's 3d8 plus 3.
Oh, it's that much? Oh,
Yeah.
then maybe I don't want to do that yet. So I want to stash that. I thought
Okay.
it was.
It does.
Yeah, I think we.
There are 2 lines on the glass marking the liquid into 3 equal portions.
Okay. Well, I will put that away then, and I guess the last thing I'll do is I'm gonna throw a cure light wounds on myself.
All right. Okay, and next up is Errol.
Yes. Well, I'll start picking up the coins that were for the poor that were in the wrappings.
Okay, so you find that each mummy's wrappings, well, that mummy there, sorry, it had 30 silver coins wrapped up in it, and I think it was 3 platinum coins. Sorry, 60 silver and 3 platinum coins inside that mummy.
On the one, yeah, and then on the other mummy that was burnt.
I'm gonna roll an item saving throw because that was magical fire. So 1 second. Let's see, saves. Item save. It's gonna be metal. So coins. And it's gonna be magical fire. I'm not gonna give it a modifier. Okay, so yeah, the coins are intact. They're a little hot, but they're intact.
How many was on that one?
60, same thing, 60 silver coins and 3
Three.
platinum
So
coins.
we
Yep.
got 120 silver and 6 platinum for the poor brother.
Yes, sir. And then Melonwind, this would be when you actually cast that spell on yourself. And then end of round, and Errol, this would be when you pick up the second mummy's coins. So now it's Melonwind's turn.
Okay, so you've got the coins all up.
Yep. I said for
Okay,
the church.
is there anything else in the niche? In the niches?
Just the skeletal remains of some kind of human or demi-human creature.
Okay.
Some
Sounds
unfortunate
like
soul.
we've looted this all we can, so we might as well go back and head
Go down
north.
to the other areas. Yes.
Okay.
There's your
All right. And end of round, and next up is Errol.
I'm exploring.
Good. Good, yeah.
I find nothing else.
Not in that niche. It looks like there's just some more skeletal remains.
Okay.
Oh, and don't forget your lantern. So here you go. I just put it right on top of your token there. Okay.
We'll explore to the south here. I don't think we've gone that way.
Want to go south? Okay.
It looks like a passage. We're looking down this way.
Okay. And then Melonwin.
Yeah, I think it's just these niches down here.
So it looks like more skeletal remains in these niches. There are actually these ones are all empty. These are where the southern skeletons came from.
All cleared out. Nothing to.
Nope,
Worried
no treasure, nothing of note. There might be a bit of dust, like where the bones once lay.
Well,
But
looks
other
like
than
a
that,
way this way. Another one.
all right. So as you walk into here, you find you hear the panting of dogs from ahead, and you kind of catch a glimpse of a group of these interesting looking dogs that look like
yeah.
let's see. What was it? Okay. Shoot. Where? Okay, 1 second. I just have to find this character sheet real quick.
Okay.
Are you moving your guy up with me, Richard?
Okay. Weird. I found it, but I don't know what folder it was in. Because I found it by token. Interestingly enough, you can do that on Roll20. So, you see this dog that is. Let's see. Checks attack morale. Why?
Now, when I think about it, the token word was Merlon, not Elon. For a friend,
I mean,
Merlon.
I did not look it up in the dictionary. I just picked out a name.
Yeah, no, I was
Sounded
thinking there.
half elfish enough to make it work.
Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I had done that in the past. Like one of my early fighters was Angon, which is like Iron Lord or something.
There we go.
Now, I do have a character in another game that's in a Harn game that's Murgar, which is Raven in Old Nordic.
Huh.
Okay.
He's a soothsayer of the Nordic variety in Harn.
Okay. Got it. And that is hashtag appearing. Okay, I just had to reset up the token for the character sheet because I had to basically rip the character sheet. Alright, I've got it now. So you walk up on these dogs. There are 11 of them, so they look like this. And they're weird. They seem kind of incorporeal somewhat, and they keep blinking in and out of existence like they're going invisible and then reappearing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And it looks like they are eating something. They're eating prey. It looks like this stag. Oops. Yeah, it's a big white stag, and they're like chewing on its entrails and kind of eating its guts. And yeah, they're all feeding. And as you guys turn around the corner, they kind of look up, and one of them starts growling, and then the rest of them start growling, and they stop eating, and they all look at you.
Where's that fireball when you need it?
Yeah.
Well,
Nice area of effect
yeah.
weapon.
Thing is, I would chuck it in there at the edge of my vision, or as far back in there so it doesn't
So it doesn't blast out and get you.
consume us. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative. For fireball, and I will start up the combat music again. Turn off the scary dungeon music.
Okay.
And each of them is about the size of, a domesticated dog. I should probably describe them to you. Alright, they are yellowish brown canines, which are stockier and more muscular than other wild dogs. They seem pretty intelligent and well organized. And that's about it. Alright. And then Errol, I will give you your second attack line. And it is 112.48.
We really want to mess with blue dogs. I don't think they're really evil. We'll just
I mean,
we're
you
here
can-
to destroy all-
Yeah, you can
Also,
change
we
your
have
mind.
a choice.
Of course, yeah, you always have a choice. They don't seem to be attacking you, they're just growling at you right now.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want to walk out, I can shut the spell down. I don't have any desire to kill them other than to keep them from killing us.
So retroactively, we can just say you never started casting the spell. That way it's not wiped from your mind.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll just look. Is there further distance we could travel here? Like, are they blocking our way?
Well, there's room to the north.
So
Alright,
here's
let's
the
try
thing. Let's see. It looks like there's some treasure on the far side in this little nook that they may or may not be guarding. It looks like oh, come on.
There's a statue there.
Wow. It looks like a lot of silver coins and uh it's an intricately pigmented 30-pound small barrel. So it's painted intricately, and the painting is depicting rural landscapes, and it looks like the the barrel is worth about 90 gold coins. And of course, oh, you know what? I don't think an empty barrel would weigh 30 pounds. I think that's supposed to be 3 pounds because it's like a pony keg. But the barrel itself is painted so intricately that the rural landscapes depicted on the outside make it worth 90 gold. And then there's like thousands of silver coins in the pile.
Would certainly help remodel the church in space, brother. We might have to remove the treasure for their own good.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10. Are you still attacking or no?
What do you think? Well, where is the oh, there's the treasure right next to them.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Right there. In that.
What do you
little-
think, Richard?
I mean, it's hit or miss with them as far as the fireball's concerned. It's not quite the guaranteed effect.
And you could also hit the treasure too.
Yeah. I'd
All
say
right,
let's just.
Keep going. Back to the
Yeah,
north.
I think it's time for me to shut down anyway. So
Okay.
Okay, it's probably good. Well, that was
All right.
fine, guys. Just to
Yeah.
just do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Happy New Year
playing.
to you.
Happy
yeah,
New
thank
Year.
you for running.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yes,
always a
Happy
pleasure.
New Year. Yeah. We'll hopefully have enough
hope-
people to.
To play next week. Yeah.
How, at this point, Richard, if we were going to have somebody, how would you go about doing it?
If we want,
Well, if it was like a new person playing, being that we're stuck in that dungeon.
I mean, well, I'll bring them in. You'll find them.
That's what.
Yeah. Now, if you have someone, get them in contact with me.
Yeah, well,
'Cause I know-
well, I think the fellas in that other game it's worth mentioning, and
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope you feel better, Richard.
Oh, I mean, I do. It wasn't like I'm not really sick. It was just one of
Run
those
down.
like nights. Well, I wound up sleeping like what was it, Wednesday afternoon, and so or Thursday afternoon, and so I wound up sitting up all night playing a video game
Yeah,
because
I
I couldn't get to sleep.
Yeah, my son does it all.
And then I couldn't get to sleep and couldn't get to sleep, and so I finally got sleepy enough to go to sleep for a while at
That's
you know,
exact-
3 o'clock in
I
the
don't have a
afternoon, and
nap.
I'm like, I can lay down and not wake up until midnight, and so
Yeah.
I just was like, I've got to go to sleep, and I don't want to leave it to you guys coming on here and being like, oh, where's Richard?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot.
Okay,
Yep. Thanks for
thank
playing.
you.
All right, see-
Yeah, no, thanks for running, and we will see you guys next Friday.
All right.
All right.
See you
Okay.
then.
Take care.
Bye bye. And for our viewers, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, if you like who we are and like what we do, I strongly urge you to explore our links below if you're watching us live on Twitch. We have links to Patreon and PayPal if you want to help out the channel. And there are links to our Discord. There's a link to my homebrew campaign, the Orb of Solynod Hex, if you're interested in playing. That is a Patreons only campaign, so you would have to go into the Patreon and pledge at the $10 level in order to play that. And then also, if you're interested in giving to charity, we have access to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You can donate. There should be a link on your screen somewhere for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. I think it's just below the game window. And if you're interested in some extra channel points, I'm going to try to raid into one of my friends if we have any of my friends online. Looks like my friend Full-Blooded King is playing Storm King's Thunder, Part 8, so that's 5th edition. Dungeons and Dragons, and it looks like there's they've played 7 sessions before, so probably pretty well into Storm King's Thunder, like at least probably towards the end of the first or second dungeon or so. So if you stay with the raid, I'm gonna try to raid in to him, and if you stay with the raid, I think you'll earn an extra 200 channel points, gold pieces in this channel. And looks like they're rolling dice in combat right now, doing something. Looks like they're in a inn or a tavern of some kind. Here we go.